Welcome to Chapter 13. We're going to start with a review from geometry. So this is trigonometry. So trigonometry has to do with right triangles. On a right triangle you have the hypotenuse and you have two legs. One that is opposite of angle and one that is adjacent to the angle. So according to this triangle we're looking at angle A. The opposite leg is there on the left, it's BC, and the adjacent leg touches angle A, it's AC. And the hypotenuse is always across from the 90-degree angle. So sine is our first trigonometric function. Sine of A is the opposite over the hypotenuse. The way we remember this is SOHCAHTOA. So SOH means sine, opposite, hypotenuse. So cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse. And tangent is opposite over adjacent. So again, the way to remember this is SOHCAHTOA. So let's see this in an example here. So we have our angle, it's 51 degrees. Our opposite of angle 51 is the 14. Our hypotenuse is across from 90, it's blank. And so therefore our adjacent is our x. We use the two sides that have numbers or variables. So in this case it's O and A, so that is tangent, TOA. Tangent of our angle is 51, so tangent of 51 equals O over A, 14 over x. Then we just solve for x. To get rid of divide by x, we multiply by x. So we get x times tangent of 51. And then we divide by tangent of 51. So x is really equal to 14 divided by tangent 51. Type that straight into your calculator. Make sure you're in degree mode because it's 51 degrees. And you should get 11.3. Trig functions going backwards. To find an angle, we have to use trigonometric inverse. So to find side length, you use regular trig functions. And to find angles, you use trig inverse. Inverse is to the -1 power. So to see an example of this, we have our angle, it's question mark. Our opposite is 11, our hypotenuse is 25. We don't have an adjacent. We're going to use O and H. This is sine. So the sine of our angle, theta, equals 11 over 25. We use the theta symbol for angle measurements. So to solve for this, to get theta by itself, to get rid of sine, we use sine inverse. So theta equals the sine inverse of 11 divided by 25. Type that straight into your calculator. Make sure again you're in degree mode. And you should get 26 degrees. Our final part on trigonometry is to solve a right triangle. To solve a right triangle, you find all angle and side measures. So let's solve this right triangle. First, let's use trig to find our x here. This is 58 degrees, our opposite is nothing, our hypotenuse is 17, our adjacent is x. So we're going to use A and H, that's cosine. Cosine of 58 equals x over 17. To solve for x, we just get rid of divide by 17, so we're going to multiply by 17. 17 times cosine of 58, type that straight in your calculator, again degree mode, and you get 9.0. Well, to solve for the right triangle, we have to find everything else. We have two sides of a right triangle. We can use Pythagorean theorem to find the third side. One of our legs is x, or one of our legs is 9 now. Our hypotenuse is 17. We type that into Pythagorean theorem. 9 squared plus b squared equals 17 squared, where b is just the other side that we're looking for. 9 squared is 81, 17 squared is 289, subtract 81 and we get 208. And then we take the square root and we get about 14.42. So that's how long our third side is. To find our third angle, triangles add up to 180 degrees. So we just do our theta, our angle, plus 58 plus 90 equals 180. Add them together, you get 148, subtract from 148, you get 32 degrees. Alright, that is it for trigonometry. Good luck on the practice.